Well, good morning again. Oh, goodness gracious. So, the past couple of days, I have been trying to do a therapy session in the mornings, and I haven't been successful with it. Um, the first day that I planned for it, uh, that I like purposely did like I was like, okay, Jen, you haven't done this in a couple of days, so in the morning when you wake up, you need to get to it. Like, you know what I mean? So I was just making sure that my morning was going to be available. I've been spending some time with my friend, and he's been having my mornings. So, with the change of me realizing that I need to still focus or whatnot, I asked him, I was like, I just need a therapy session. Well, I didn't get it because I got, um, little Miss woke up early that morning, and so I attended to her, and I tried afterwards to get back to therapy, talking and whatnot, and it just wasn't happening. So, and then 2 days after, I did the same thing. I tried setting the camera up, and I started recording, and actually this was yesterday. So like I was like, I'll just do therapy session on the way to work because yesterday's client was a good 30-minute drive. And so um that didn't go as planned, guys. Like my phone, like there was something in my car that was tapping, like and that was aggravating me. And the camera, the setup that I have in my car right now, it was twisting and dropping, and I just got so frustrated and agitated. Like it's comical now. Like not even now. I did laugh at it then because even though I was in my frustration, I still laughed because it was like, this is silly. Like, I'm getting so frustrated because I just want to be better and I want to do better for myself. And I'm getting like side blocked or blocked in other ways. And, it's just, I was laughing, but I was frustrated. But, anyways, so I was just telling myself, like, trying to figure this out. Like, therapy will happen when it happens. Like, just stay consistent on it. But timing, as far as my privacy or whatnot, that's uh day by day. I am in my car in my driveway just because uh my house is small and I talk loud, and I just don't want to wake the girls up. Also to get interrupted. So I'll try to have better um, surroundings is what I'm going to try to focus for myself. Um, anyways, so today's date, what is today's? Today's July 22nd. Um, a lot has been brewing in my forefront. I've been wanting to share, or I felt like I've been wanting to share or speak about it, but apparently I guess I wasn't ready, or it wasn't ready. If that makes sense. Like, if something's not happening, it's because it's not supposed to happen. Like I was wanting this to share with you guys certain things, and not necessarily just like, it's not sharing it with you guys, but it's the therapy of releasing and talking about it. Um so uh let's think about the past few things. Okay, so the first thing that's going to pop in my head, first and foremost, here we are. We're on my healing journey. So, something that's been kind of like bothering me or making. Okay, is it a bother? Yeah, it is a bother. Or maybe it's a question. Or maybe I'm still trying to figure out um, within me why we have a desire to be understood or something like that. Um, So my question is that or I guess my whatever, hang on, how being here in my space, this is my healing journey, and I want to share that just to, so from one, the first and the number one top priority to is doing this is for myself. Like, this is helping me in ways that I didn't even realize this would help me. Does it also leave me with questions? And I mean, it's an experience, sharing stuff that I've gone through in my life that I have won. No, there's no feedback. I'm not getting, I mean, I was, but I'm just saying, like, now, like, I'm just on this path, like this, there's this desire to share what's inside, what I've gone through. And not that my life is not any different than anyone. I mean, I like to differ from anyone else's life journey. Like, I love to hear about other people's journeys and what they've survived and what they've gone through, good or bad. And so, anyways, I'm on this path where I'm healing and I want to share it. And I have this desire to attract people that want to heal themselves, that want to understand, because I didn't understand and I didn't know. No, I'm not a professional, but I tell you what, I've had 3 professionals tell me it seems like I got it all figured out. So, and they weren't the ones calling me back to help me. They didn't want my money anymore. So, apparently I got it figured out. So here I am sharing it because that's a desire of mine. So now that's my questioning is, why do we have that desire to share it? And then also, too, in the people that are in our lives, what do you do with a situation where you have a desire to share a part of yourself, but that circle, that person or group or, yeah, we'll just leave it like that. That circle, group, or person, okay? Kind of that clique, however you see it, okay, in your life. They don't take interest. They don't have a desire to ask about you and your health and your well-being, your true mental, your journey, your life journey, your healing journey. And that they're so, I guess, caught and absorbed with themselves to the point where, I mean, and that's okay to be absorbed with yourselves, because I'm absorbed with myself, but I'm healing myself. So I'm trying to do what I need to do for myself because I need to be better for the ones around me. But the people that are in my circle, I'm starting to evaluate, okay? So this is where it's kind of going to. I'm starting to evaluate the people in my life. What do they bring me? Are they, like, and I'm not always looking for a benefit, but I'm been a person who's done nothing but benefited everybody else. And I have walked away empty-handed. And I'm okay with walking away empty-handed. I don't have to have anything from anybody. I'm content within myself. I am finding the true Jen in how I was originally supposed to be, the true form of me. So when I think about these circles, these groups, these individual people, because I have groups and then I have individual connections. But I think about each and everything in my life, and it's like, what do I benefit? Do they benefit? Is it healthy? Is it toxic? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it that I can take from it? In the sense of whether it's a learning lesson, in that sense, or is it just genuine true love? So I'm evaluating my life and the people in my life, and it's frustrating because I have questions. It's like, I feel a certain way about these people. I love these people. I want them in my life. And see, that's the thing. It's like a want. And it's like, I want them in my life. So I have that want and I love them. Why do I love them? I love them because it's the effort I'm putting in. I'm not saying that other people are not putting in an effort, but I tend to look at my situation. Okay, here we go. For an example, I'll put it out. The guy that I'm seeing, okay, he's one that I'm evaluating the situation. I don't, from my understanding, maybe I'm still confused, but we really haven't like said, yes, we are in a committed relationship. Like we are gearing to a future together. Like nothing has been said like that. So, and that's okay. I mean, I think we're just in the moment right now and enjoying it. But I do have feelings. He has feelings. He says he does. He says he loves me. I love him. We enjoy each other's company. We've, you know, our vibe, this connection, everything's just going in the way it's working, right? So then my question is like, I'm starting to evaluate the whole scenario. Like, well, if this is something, a possibility that I want to grow into my future, then now's the time to evaluate it. Don't wait until longer, you know what I mean, to where it becomes more complicated. So for an example, we had a little moment a couple weeks ago. He really did mean well, and he wanted my car fine-tuned before I got on the road for my vacation that I went on a couple weeks ago. He did everything fine, and the end result, there was supposed to be the CE, whatever, the computer was supposed to be reset. And so anyways, the car was still malfunctioning. Well, the communication and the frustration between us two, it was hard. I was frustrated, he was frustrated. This communication, we had a moment. So when that moment happened, we were able to come back to and talk and say, you know, why we acted a certain way. Like we communicated, and I was enjoying that. That was cool for him to like, we were communicating. That was awesome. And so, and during that communication, I was trying to explain to him that why my frustrations and why I was feeling certain ways and why, you know, like bringing up my dad's situation, you know, my father's situation, and feeling of how he's a mechanic and if he would be close, you know what I mean? Like just trying to share those. Okay, so this is where it got frustrating. When he's telling me he wants to learn and know and heal, okay, heal me, like he wanted to know, like I'm trying to think the exact words. Can't think of the exact words, but like the thought process of it is the way he said it. I perceived it as he wanted to know everything about me that made me me and to understand me. And so I was like, okay. I opened up and I shared this YouTube channel to him. And so I said, if you really want to know the true depths of me, starting here, you know, would give you a better understanding, which I firmly believe, like, this is where I'm at. This space is a space where someone can understand what and why Jen is the way she is right now, because, or why she was, not right now, but throughout life. So that was over 2 weeks ago. And not a mention, no, nothing, no comment on it, not asking me what's going on, like, hey, are you okay? Do you want to talk about what's going on in therapy? Do you want to share it with me? Like, nothing. Even though I shared the channel through a text message, no response to it. So then again, I have not asked him. I've just not come out and blatantly asked him and say, hey, have you checked out my YouTube? Like, are you interested in my healing journey? It's an expectation that I have something inside, or a desire that I have. I don't want I shouldn't have said expectation. It's not I expect him to go listen to it all, sit and listen to it all, but it's like, this is where I'm at. If someone really genuinely truly wants to connect and build something, and I know, and I'm not saying that's necessarily the issue, like if this is just the moment, then that's fine. But this is where I'm waking up and realizing, if this is just a moment and this is something that's not going to benefit me, then this is where I need to release and let go, because it's not going to serve me anything. That's what I'm feeling inside. Because I'm not saying that I have to have something like a commitment or something from him right now. I do want some form of a better understanding if he has a desire to learn me or not, because if he doesn't, then I have no desire to continue on. I know people that have a desire to want to know me, and I don't have to settle for anybody. And I firmly believe that the universe has put people in my life because that's the way the karmic energy is supposed to happen. I really believe that. So I believe that he was put in my life for a reason. I believe the connection that I have with this guy and how the ties and everything, like signs, it's crazy. But I also too get frustrated because, like I said, that how do you deal with something, or how do you handle something in your head when you're trying to figure out if that so that's my next step. Sorry, I just had to stop for a minute and think. My next step is to figure out is if he has a desire to want to further know me. Because if you're not, then I need to stop that. I need to pause or stop and then focus on my healing and continue on with my life, because he is a distraction and I enjoy the distraction right now, but I also want to continue to heal and be healthy, mentally, emotionally, just overall. And so, yeah, that's something that's been bothering me. That's something that I don't know. I wouldn't say bother me, but it's been in my forefront. Something that I'm dealing with. Something that I am bouncing back and forth on. I am gonna call. I guess I'm gonna confront him. I guess I am. I am working through my communications skills better. I'm trying. I am really trying. Mm-hmm. So, I'll keep you guys updated on that. I'll let you know. You guys, I mean, you know, you're here for it. I'm here for it. Anywho, so that's just where I'm at with that. And I just keep telling myself in that scenario, and it's like, okay, don't get so caught up on the expectations. Hang on, let's just peek in on Luca. I put him out in the back because he hasn't really had a whole lot of outside time because it's been so darn hot. But anyways, okay, we got squirreled. On to the next subject. Where are we at? Oh, yeah. Okay, here it is. Timelines have been showing up. So going back to the whole forefront, when things pop up, timelines have been showing back up in my forefront. So some things that I will speak of, and such as key things. This is what I do. So maybe if you want to start trying it or whatnot, or take it in consideration, but the things that are in my forefront, I had my Salad Master. I was a part of the Salad Master group, cookware, whatnot. Okay. And then this time frame, it was in California when that happened. So for whatever reason, I pulled out my Salad Master machine the other day to use it, and now it's left and I'm leaving it out. The person that I bought the Salad Master from, for some odd reason, I had been seeing, which I very rarely have been getting on Facebook and scrolling. I get on and I'll go to a couple of groups that I am like following and enjoying. But when I got on, I seen like a post of the person that I had purchased this from. I had seen her, so her face was like in my forefront, and then her husband's face was in my forefront. What else was in my forefront? Something else that happened. So it was like the timing, things that happened. Oh, the people connected to that time frame have been kind of coming back into my forefront, or scenarios. And so I'm like, it's so weird, because in my head, I was thinking through my therapy, in my, as your thought process, things you got to work through or talk about. And as I was working through it in my head, then it was like I started seeing the things that put me back to that timeline, to kind of rehatch that energy, to relift, you know what I'm saying? Like those memories or something. Yeah, you guys, this one's embarrassing. Because that timeline was, oh, I was unhealthy. I was so unhealthy. Bless it, bless it, bless it, bless it. Okay, so a part of me was healthy. I mean, not that I was healthy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it was going to where I was going really unhealthy. Yeah. It's just bizarre. So that's what I'm talking about, this timeline. So something has been in my forefront that the people, fuck. The more I'm talking about this, I'm like, God, am I really ready to talk about this? Oh, fuck. Let's just get it out. Let's just be done. Let's just, here it is. Okay, so that time frame, you guys, I got to speak about some shit, because I don't know why it's bothering me, but apparently it's bothering me, and I need to get it out. So here it is. It is my California time frame. I can't tell you the exact years right now. Let's just go back. Let's see. Let's go 15, 16, 17 years ago. 17, 18. Let's go 18 to 19 years. Yeah, because it was before my first, and she's 17. So, if she's 17, then yeah, it'd be 18 to 19 years ago. Wow. So that time frame was in my forefront. Okay, and I know Salad Master wasn't, like, but I'm just saying, like, it's just kind of weird how things start coming up. But anyways, whew, I'm starting to get hot. That's only because, like, I am sitting in my car and it is in the morning, and I'm just going to turn the window up real quick. Okay, let's see if that helps me. All right, so going back to my forefront of what I'm about to share with you guys is, yeah, before, in that lifestyle of where I was at, I was in California. I was with my ex-husband. We were not married at the time, and we had met in Fort Riley, and I forget what year it was. 2000. Nope. Yep, it was 2000. I lived in Kansas City. So, all right. So I just kind of want to wrap this. I'm trying to bring where I'm going. So in 2000 we met, and we moved out to California 2001 or 2000. No, 2000, that same frame. Gosh, okay. The memory, like, and time frame is horrible, but when we moved out to California, we I was in a relationship that I thought I was with my forever. The day I met my ex-husband, I think I shared with you guys where I knew I was going to marry him. It was weird, but the very first night that I saw him, I had an image in my head, and it happened. I mean, as you guys can tell, I'm trying to work through this, so give me a second. I know a lot of this sitting through my therapy could be frustrating because I forget and I get squirreled, and then I get nervous and whatnot. Look, I have sunglasses on. I'm not even using them. All right, so this is what. So we were together, and basically where our relationship led to was that he took me out to California, and I found out that he lied and he cheated. And what was so embarrassing was that I accepted that behavior, and I proceeded to go on out to California with him, knowing that he lied and cheated and whatnot. And we discussed it, and I still continued to stay. So, I look at that and I'm like, that's embarrassing. Why did I do that to myself? Why did I allow myself to tolerate somebody else's disrespect, unfaithfulness? And so at that time frame, like, I just was so in love and so infatuated with him that, I was bound to figure anything and everything out and accept you know what I'm saying? Like, I was willing to just do and love him for him. And so I accepted his apology, and we continued on with our life, and we moved out to California. And I will tell you that when he gave me his apology, the acceptance was in the sense of, I gotta reshut my door for a second. See, just doing that kind of. So the apology and accepting that in the reasoning, and he knew this because I said it blatantly. I said, for this to happen in the way, God, I was so unhealthy. That's unhealthy to think of that like that. So basically what I had said was that for me to forgive him was that he would have to live with the fact that he would know that I would have my one time to get back, to get even with him. That he would have to know and live with the fact that there may be a very chance that I could go and be with somebody else and cheat on him without him knowing, or that I may very well tell him about it. I did. I told him that. That's how I took him back. That's how, I don't want to say I forgave him in cheating on me, but that's how I was willing to see past it. And that's unhealthy. Oh, that's so unhealthy. I don't know how many years I lived like that. Like, lived to think, like, to feel that, it's just so crazy. Because it was probably, I don't know, a couple of years. And living with the thought of him that he lied and cheated on me. And I thought I had the upper hand, and feeling that I, can get back and get even and give him the pain that he deserves, Now looking at it, I see it totally different. I do. I totally see it different. Like, my perspective's changed in life, and it's just crazy. So anyways, yeah. I got even, you guys. I don't know. I don't say that with pride. I don't say that with, that's embarrassment. That is embarrassment. I did cheat. I didn't lie. Because I told him. I told him. Like, I didn't tell him when it happened or whatever, but I cheated. And he knew about it. And I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it at that time because it released the pain that I was feeling from him. Like, all that hate and anger that I had pent up, still built inside. And then when I did it, I would say, in a sense, in my way, I felt like I got away with it. But it wasn't me getting away with it. He knew about it. Like, not at that time, but I'm just saying, like, I told him for me to forgive him, for this to happen, this is how it would play out. And that he, and then even at another time when there was another argument or something, there was something brought up, I even told him after the fact. Like, I blatantly told him, like, it was in a heated argument and it shouldn't have came out the way that it came out. But I did tell him, because he asked me, and I did tell him. So, God, that's so stupid, though. Why did I do that? Why did I hold that in like that? Why? That's embarrassing. Yep. I cheated. It was before our marriage. Yep. I cheated before marriage, and then I could say that after the marriage, I don't want to necessarily say that I hid it, because like I said, he knew about it, but just certain things weren't shared about it. And that's okay. Certain things don't need to be shared to everybody. What I own my truth. I own what I did. I cheated on my significant other, who cheated on me, and it was, just I look at it now and I'm like, wow, that was so embarrassing. I look at my life and I was so embarrassed to think, because I did cheat. I was put in a situation, and I took those choices to make that move. Like, I'm a grown-ass adult. You know what I mean? Like, I was a grown-ass adult at that time too. So trauma or no trauma, the bottom line is I'm still responsible for my choices. And in that choice, I chose to cheat. And that was wrong. It was wrong. And I know that. I know that within myself. I don't care about what you guys think. I mean, I was like, being on camera and being embarrassed and hot flashes, like, I understand that. But like, ultimately, like, internally, inside, I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care. You guys know that I cheated. I've lied. I've cheated. I've done some shitty ass things in my life. I'm human. I've been through a lot of shit. A lot of trauma. A lot of amazing things I've been through. You know, we all have, right? We all have our own little journey to share and whatnot. But yeah. So that is what's been kind of in my forefront a little bit. The person I cheated with came back in my forefront. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's stuff like that. It's like, okay, then I need to deal with this. It's like, if this is coming up, it's like, I need to talk about it. I need to deal with it. So what is it that I need to deal with? Well, I'm owning it. I own it. So is it just me that I need to speak it out and share it to let others know, hey, this is a secret of mine, but it's really not a secret. My ex knew, and actually even my ex best friend, she knew of it. She knows a lot of shit. If she remembers it all. Anyways. I do not condone my actions at all for what I did. I also know that what I've been through in my past, I now see it, and I'm realizing I made those choices because I was a hurt individual, and I was just trying to survive and just trying to feel, completed. Whether it be emotionally loved, physically, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, in that sense, I'm just trying to be the best person that I can be for myself. And I am human, and I'm going to make mistakes. And I'm going to learn from those mistakes. And then I'm going to continue moving on and whatnot. Oh, Caden's coming out to take a run. Drive safe. Love you. Love you. See, I mean, just wherever I'm at, it's just, yeah. I would like to make, it would be cool to have like just a space that I can go to in the middle of like kind of like some like, I don't know, waterfalls and just nature, and find a place and go there on the weekly, like a place that I really can just like escape from all the distractions of my life, such as my animals, my kids, my guy that I'm dating, just the stuff like that, work. Because, trying to stay on top of all of that and heal. I do wonder, though, sometimes, like, sharing this stuff, like, I don't know if she is watching right now. We haven't really discussed too much about individual subjects or anything like that. So I don't know. But I like to share this stuff, or I am just opening up and sharing it because it's like I want her to maybe understand or learn and grow from it if she can. If she understands that, this is what her mom or her dad went through, you know what I'm saying, then maybe she may have awakening of her perception. So, all right, I think I'm going to jump off here because, yeah, that's been in my forefront. I've been kind of thinking about that in the sense of when stuff is there, when you're, whether it's stuff you're physically seeing or in your thought process, think about that. Take those and be like, okay, wait, what is this connected to? Is this a time frame? Where do I need to go back to that time frame? Do I need to start healing this area? Like that's how I'm doing it. So, like I said, everything is energy, and that is what connected to me with that. And then of course I have other stuff going on as well, because like with my healing journey, it's like, I want to share it, and I only want to share it in the sense of in the helps to help you guys understand, hey, this might, I see that perspective of hers. Not that you have to agree with me. I'm not saying I want people to agree with me. I'm just in the hopes that by sharing this, I can share a perspective for others to see it. And may it help you and heal you. Anyways, thank you, every single one of you. Even though we're not talking or whatnot, the energy is still there. I'm still feeling it. Nerves, I'm working through them. But thank you for being here and listening to me. I love each and every single one of you. And truly, if you need someone to resonate with, to connect with on subjects of any manner that I've spoke about, please reach out, because it doesn't have to be about me, but we'll make it about you. We can make it about both of us. We can make it whatever it is it needs to be, on a healing path for you. I'm on that path, and I want to share that with you. I love you all, but most of all, I love myself. Goodbye.